All right. So my idea was in extra credits they mention sorry, I'm a little nervous. They mention how they would like to see an MMORTS, and I thought of how you could do that.
That's it.
Layers.
Layer.
Yes. So the bottom layer is low-level players, and they are actually fighting in the RTS, like in a combat sort of thing, first-person combat, and they're building like just barriers and stuff like Minecraft. Then the next level up, when you get a little bit of rank, you are like you draw lines for where walls should be built, and you draw arrows for like maneuvers and put up alerts for scouts coming in, and the people who are playing on the low levels see that. And then higher up than that, you have campaigns that like one person sees multiple battles and moves to give directions around.
Possibly. Or even simpler, just have the high-level players order the... Well, of course, then this would require other gameplay mechanics thrown in, like, first-person hack and slash. Or, they're always talking about,
Wait, you haven't said your idea yet.
Well, I'm working up to the idea.
Okay,
I have to kind of backtrack. Okay. All right, they're always talking about how, combining, like, RPGs and FPSs, where, like, one person plays an FPS, but it's integrated into an RPG. Have it kind of like that. Like, have hack and slash players in, like, kind of an MMO thing, and they get put in a scenario where, like, okay, you have to battle this army.
And then the RTS.
And the RTS, they're giving orders. You're playing, and, suddenly your team gets a flash announcement, hey, attack Point Alpha or whatever. And Point Alpha is being determined by a person who sees it from a tactical map. They're playing RTS, and they select a group and say, collect resources. Those units are actually players who are told, oh my god, go collect resources. And they go and they collect resources.
And that's basically what I have in mind.
Okay. And then you have like a pool of player. You kind of have, I want to say like a base world, like a hometown, where players can congregate between things and like do little missions and build out their own things. And whenever you, like, say you want to build a healer for your troops, you build a healer and suddenly an announcement goes out saying, hey, whoa, red team, we need a healer. And you're playing a healer character, you jump into the fray, you get summoned into the battle.
Or the highest level commander can be doing what you just said, and that tells the game how to matchmake into little battles.
Yeah.
Like what kinds of characters to put into battles, and your player can be a different character.
Yeah, of course, then you get the case of like trolls who are like, oh yeah, I'm, go attack Command Point Alpha. No, I'm gonna go to Beta because I can. I got free will. Free will. So, I mean, why not?
And there can, of course, be simple AI players to do any of these tasks.
Yeah.
And they'll be necessary at the beginning of the game when there aren't a lot of players, or at least not a lot of high-rank players.
Yeah.
But then, if one part of the game is universally more enjoyable than another, then everybody's going to try to go to that one place. So you'd have to make sure there's a way for everyone to play every level, even when they're higher level. You
could also build true feudalism into the system. Like, as you win battles, you get money, but then you have to use that money to hire people on the next level, or the next time you play next campaign, next battle, whatever.
Which gets them money to go higher.
Exactly.
Oh, my goodness.
Like in a regular quest, someone's like, collect me 20 dead goats and I will give you $100. It's like, attack Command Point Alpha and I'll give you $100. That $100 comes from a real player or someone else, and in-game money, of course.
Game money, yeah.
Game money, yeah.
And that would solve the free will troll problem, too, or largely.
You don't get paid unless we complete this objective.
Yeah.
Ooh, have it like Kickstarter. Like, if we don't reach this certain level, no one has to pay. It's like, if we do not commit, this is my goal, Command Point Alpha. If we do not hit Command Point Alpha, no one gets paid. or they get
Yeah.
paid like just a pittance for like, it's like if we get command point alpha, everyone gets 100. If not, well, you get 20 for competing.
But all of this, like the money system and everything, would have to be really well built in.
Yes, it would.
Well, I suppose not for an early version of it. It would just be, you get enough people who say, yes, we really will play by the rules, and that will at least get the concept going.
You need strong moderators.
Yeah.
Permabans, lots of permabans.
Permabans.
Which would be terrible if it was, a paid game, like you pay $20 a month to play, and then you get permabanned because you're enjoying a game. It's almost like playing on Steam. I just want to enjoy my game. You're not enjoying it right. Stop that. I might as well play on a console. Yeah, you might as well. That's why I GOG. GOG is DRM free.
Our product.
GOG. Our product GOG. I like them at GOG. Although it gets kind of weird because they're Polish, so like every once in a while, if I buy too much from them in 1 month, the bank will be like, "Hey, did someone steal your credit card?" I'm like, no, these are legitimate purchases. Really? You're buying software from 1992? Shh, let it happen. Let it happen. And no, I'm not buying product from 1992. Those games are free. I'm buying from 1996.
Yay.
Although there's those. I want to get the Dig, which is from like 95. Well, and Loom is from like 91.
What's Loom?
It was a Lucasfilm adventure game. Or LucasArts adventure. I think at that point it was still Lucasfilm video games. Anyway. And you are in a mystical world where you're part of the Weavers Guild, and you use your magical flute to make sounds that weave the universe, and you make spells, and after you get banished and the main person of the Weavers Guild is turned into a goose and then into an egg, you must use the magic of the flute to save her.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and so during the game you memorize, and you have to write down, because this is old video games and they didn't enjoy helping you, so you have to write down like actual like musical note spells that you would perform. They were like, 4 notes each, and there'd be spells.
Wow.
And if you played them backwards, they would sometimes reverse effects.
That's cool.
So like at one point, like the person gets turned into an egg, you play it backwards, and they get turned back into a swan or some such. I haven't actually played them. It was supposed to be part of a trilogy. Sales were bad, so even though like half the game is setting up sequels, it never happened. But it's now considered like a classic because, and it turned out, music-based manipulation of the world games proved incredibly popular.
But RTS.
RTS.
RPG era MMORTS.
MMORTS.
Morts.
Lords.
Repeat everything I say.